comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quest done, and the skill tree is fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the surprise rush in. Well-timed command program. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged in. The super armor does its job. Nice Montesdori. Getting those throws all pumped up. Gets right in there. Reads them. Getting into the end game now. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Butt smash! They've both showed their hands on these nice, perfect barriers. What are they going to do next? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Charges forward. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drivers can burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Solid anti-air. Player 1 has an empty drive gear. This is a very precarious situation. Grab some pancake time.
Wait, it's me, Dulce, man.
Unpunished. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what they'll hit them with a stopping block. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Good old slash. Turning it right up with a super. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Wall flat into the guard break. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Getting ready to be thrown to the side. What now? Big arm whip. Player 2 burns out. The front leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. 100 hands. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. They're just gonna go for it. Are you kidding me? Player 1. What?
Oh! Oh!
How's this match going to shake out? It's going to be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks for the projectile. blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Oh, with the grab. Big counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Drive lead opens up. Okay, they trade hit. One combo can end this round right now. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Groundverse, the hit will connect. Nice block on the overhead. Super on deck for both players. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their driver. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered! Player looking to impress with this super. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in is denied. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Oh! An aggressive attack. Gets the jump in. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Not much drive to work with that team. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Where is their opening? Ah, burnout activates. Groundverse, the hit will connect. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Drive gauge finally recovers. Let's see play with the grab. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Move charges forward. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 with a stop and pop. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 uses a gauge for a super on. Is this gonna kill? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That's what happens when you capture. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. Lots of aggression from both sides. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Strings it all together. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They piled up the null. Now, how are they going to use it? Just out of range for that throw. Uses the target combo as a choice. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, they're in the corner now. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. A quick breather. Block. Oh my, the throw tech. Life's a big time whip. A jump, cross up attack. Very slick with the combo. Oh my god! Dashes out the cage right there!
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill! No doubt about it!
Gets got.
That amazing never say die attitude got them the win! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump. Grabs them. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Box him with a target. What's the play here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Nice drive impact sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Slips the grab. Springs forward with a drive rush. Blocks it. What's the next move? Goes for the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Drive rush to keep it going. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. A quick breather. Knocks them out of the air. Sets up with the jump in. That's gonna leave them rattled. Trying to counter on reaction. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got him with genius read from that throw escape. Flatline zone. Player 2 was We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vision with the play-by-play. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Still slugging it out here. Waddles in there and sweeps them off their feet. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases him down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the null. Now, how are they going to use it? Impacts a no-go. The low doesn't connect. Now there's it. The hit low connects. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They just won't stop switching sides. Very slick with the combo. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink. Solid anti-air. Are we going to see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Getting it all on the drive rush. Hugs nothing but air. Both sides getting closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The last round. It's now or never. Gutsy play with the crowd. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Change of plans. With super hard into play. It's really anything goes at this point. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Cross that off. Getting ready to be thrown to the sun. Happy hour. In with the luminous. What are they gonna do? Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Drive rush. Lynching. Great burns out. Player 1 can't use any drive. Gotta play it safe. Such a smart play to go for it. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Courageous grab. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the surprise rush. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Well-timed command out there. Player 2 with the life lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes the chance to hurt him. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Round there, the hit will connect. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Goes for the back and the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. They're laying into each other. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sees the overhead coming and charges forward. Frozen. What's next? Player 2 is in a pickup with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A quick breather. Was hungry for the grab. Double lariat and now experiencing burnout. One leg is on fire now. In there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? A jump in? Nice double lariat. All the throws connect. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, putting the cherry on top. An explosive move like this is why you play Zangief. Buckle in. We're going for a ride. A jump. Punish counter on the action. Getting ready to be thrown to the sun. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious chance here. They gotta do something. Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Noticeable life lead is a tough wall slash into the card frame. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. What a clutch blow heavy. They are done. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Overhead, but it won't work. Oh, got too eager. Smart play. Whoa, this is gonna be bad news. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Absorbs the attack and fires back. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even height. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Went for the chip kill. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Looking to plan up with a pile driver. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full play. Still scrapping for control of the stage. These throws are lethal now. Look at the damage. Just goes for it at this range. Time to shatter some light bars and dreams. Hope you like darkness, because you're about to be frantic. Player 2 needs to take a big time lift. Hit him with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. Screw pile driver. Flatline though. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who will come out on top in this final round? This could lead to some big damage. That's nothing but air. Player 1 burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is in burnout state. Nothing stops this train. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, they got him. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him.
How are you doing, Laser? कैसा है? What's up, man? God help you? Yeah, God help you, man. Should God should help everyone. कल की चिंता हो रही है परसों की सारी मेरे को पता कल रात को कुछ रियलाइज हुआ तेरे लिए स्पेशली पता नहीं तेरी बात मेरे दिमाग में क्यों बैठ रही आई डोंट नो बट कुछ रियलाइज हुआ आई फील लाइक आई रियलाइज समथिंग बिकॉज ऑफ यू अच्छी बात है
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
कर ले भाई कर ले भाई कर ले इंतजार कर ले थोड़ा मतलब देखे जाइए क्या होता है बस
The combo's there. They trade hits, and now player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense.
we'll see कल tomorrow क्या होता है
Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Jump! They're experiencing burnout. Player 1 KO.
परसों
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night.
Let's see
What
क्या
else can they get away with? Projectile to try and change the situation. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than you.
Ish.
Springs forward with the drive rush. doesn't miss a beat. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're backed up into the corner. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. The throw missed. Super clutch corners. KO.
कैसे जीत मैसे
That was a clinic on how a solid
I don't understand क्या हो रहा है हुकूमत को समझ नहीं आता ऐसे ही मार दूं क्या मैं
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Nice managed Dore, getting those throws all pumped up.
ऐसे ही उड़ के आ रहा है ऐसे ही उड़ के आ जा रहा है
Backs them into
कुछ
the
तो कर नहीं रहे
Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. This is a real back and forth match for Seam. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, talk about overextending. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Jumps up. Jumps. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO. Player 2
एक मिनट बताता
on the board first with the win.
मैं चाहता हूँ तू कर यार जो करना तेरे को बट द थिंग इज मैं ओनली चाहता हूँ कि
Showing us just
यू
how
क्या बोलते हो उसे
Transverse. The hit throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Scrapping
Ah, है
it
ना?
up close. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 is solid anti-air. Links it. Oh, the throw connects. But springs forward with the drive rush. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Back to the burnout triggered. Flatline zone.
लिंक देता हूँ मैं
Player 2
Yeah,
brings
yeah.
it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Was looking for that jump attack. Still slugging it out here. Deal some damage with that quick combo. All right, what's coming up next?
बे ये क्या हो गया
Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Drive rush to keep it KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That's a counter. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in is denied. Charges forward. Player 2 chases them down. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. A quick breather. Player 1 is barely hanging it, knocked them out of the air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh my god, they just chumped it up! Just what they were after.
ओके
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
लिंक 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 मेरा भाई लिंक मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि ना करना करना दोनों एक बराबर ही है तेरी मर्जी है तू तूने जो करना है वो कर पूरे मतलब पूरा कर ले यार वैसे क्या तुम बाद में कुछ फिर आ रहा बुरा ना रहे कर ले बस ये है कि इससे तेरी बाकी चीजें इफेक्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए आई वांट कि तेरी इससे बाकी चीजें इफेक्ट ना होए लाइक मैंने भी किया ठीक है बट हमने अपनी चीजें इफेक्ट होने दिए तू बस अपनी पढ़ाई अपनी हेल्थ अपनी रिलेशनशिप वगैरह अपना इमोशन सब ठीक रखे बाकी ठीक है अगर कुछ भी होता है तो लाइक ना होता है हाँ होता है कोई बात नहीं जस्ट स्टे जैसा भी है वैसे ही रहेगा तो ठीक है अगर नहीं रह सकता तो चेंज करो भाई कोई फायदा नहीं है बस आप मॉडल खेलेगा क्या कल तो टूर्नामेंट है तो उसकी तैयारी हो रही है कल है
Here comes a new challenger.
कि नेक्सस की तैयारी करने लग गया भाई। अब तो चैलेंजर इवेंट आ रहा है नेक्सस का।
All on the line.
absurd yo challenger event man,
Let's see what they try to do.
we got this boys। इंडियन रायन भाई का बोलो भाई। रायन भाई इतनी खतरनाक ट्रेनिंग करे पैस के दिखा दे इस बार इंडियन में जो है ना। शुभम भाई रायन भाई ये सब दिखा दे भाई।
Times command throw there.
इंडिया में भी
Anticipates the overhead.
बंदे हैं भाई।
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge?
मैं भी आऊंगा शायद। अबे यार आ यार कैसे भी मिलना है यार। आज मजा आएगा यार। आ भाई विराट आगे तो क्या ही मजा। लाइक आएगा नहीं एक बार तो आजा लाइक इसमें।
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Potential pain.
क्या अच्छा है स्पेक्टेट करने नहीं खेलने आ भाई। प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दे। 6 महीने रह गए खेलो यार प्रैक्टिस करना।
Can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. From upstairs. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Connects with the transverse to boost their metal level. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burp drive in fact misses. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Are we and eats it. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Here comes, will this super art do anything? What a finish!
मैं भी प्रैक्टिस करूंगा। ये कल का टूर्नामेंट खत्म हो जाए उसका प्रैक्टिस करूंगा मैं भी। टेकन की पूरी
A jump in, cross him from above. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Medium kick into. Okay, the overhead denied. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Nothing stops this train. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Lightning kick, turning it right up with a super. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt.
हाँ भाई वनडे के बाद देखते हैं। वैसे मैं चीज़ों को सीरियस नहीं लेता पर अगर वो चीज़ हो गई तो इसी पे ट्रस्ट करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। हाँ यही चीज़ है यही चीज़ बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर ऐसे कोई चीज़ हो जाती है ना बोलते कि नहीं मैं नहीं कर सकती तो अपना वो मत चेंज करियो। यू डोंट हैव टू क्या बोलते हैं उसे बुरा बन जाना है कि लाइक एक ना हो गया तो प्लीज। हाँ ये चाहता हूँ बस।
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Still slugging it out here. Big counter. Shocks him with the projectile. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 can't afford to get hit down to the wire. There's the drive
Okay.
attack that's going to lead to
Chun-Li.
a KO.
कैसा सेटअप हमारे को समझ भी नहीं आ रहा चलने का।
Takes the round like a thief in the night.
Okay.
What else can they get away
नीड
with?
टू फोकस।
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Sees the overhead coming and going on the offensive. Dashes forward. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Rattles them with a spinning, hits them with a stop and go.
Damn.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Spinning bird kick. Both fighters planning something. Player 1, that's gonna leave him rattled. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Both sides, burnout activates. What a finish!
नोट मैं हरा सकता था इसको।
Player 1
that-
brings it home.
अच्छी चीजें कर सकता था। माय बैड। नहीं फिर मंडे के बाद सीधा एमएमए स्टार्ट कर दूंगा। उसमें सारा दर्द निकालूंगा। चल ठीक है कुछ अच्छा ही कर रहा है अपनी बॉडी के साथ। ठीक है अच्छी बात है बट इट्स लाइक कोई बात नहीं यार
Our fighters
हो
are
जाता
ready
है।
to lay it all on the line.
नहीं हुआ हो गया क्या चिल्ला।
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. That was a solid anti-air. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump-in is denied. Drive rush gets in their face. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Sticks the jump-in. All right, what's coming up next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They trade hits. Decides to meet them in the air. That combo did decent damage. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1, burnout activates. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Counting on the super experiencing burnout. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Life lead is there, but still it meets them air to air. Reads the jump in. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Sticks out a kick. Gotta do better than that. Anti-air drops him. The low heavy hits him with a stop and bop. Knocks him out of the air. That's gonna leave him rattled. Knockdown and player 2 with the forward rush. SDK hits. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 2 can't use drive and getting it all on the drive rush. The drive impact doesn't work. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? No! This will break them. Okay, here, what a finish!
कह रहा उल्टा ना हो जाए मंडे को पता चले बोले आई फील तो सेम गलत पड़ जाएगा वैसे ही होने नहीं कोई बात नहीं वही बोल रहा हूँ मैं अगर हाँ भी हो जाती है तो like the ways of you living should not change. समझ रहा है?
The attack is parried. Neither of them willing to back off. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Taking stock. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Get in a Hazanshi. They both show their hands a little, brushes that off and keeps going.
Nice parry.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
अच्छी बात है ये बात हुई ना मैं पूरा पढ़ा नहीं एक मिनट में देखता क्या था
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and player 1 can't use any drive moves without sets up with the jump.
क्या मूव है
Player 2 has the
दोनों यूज कर लिए इतना
ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Tensho kick. That's a counter. Hug nothing but air. Oh, block twist. A jump knocks them out of the air. Back into the... Oh my god, they just chumped it up. Switched up. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 is barely hit forward rush. Turns out. Strong super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Excellent read. That's gonna leave them rattled. Okay, here we go. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this. Hug nothing but air. Solid anti-air. Get ready to be thrown to the side. It is over. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that.
बट ये करना बड़ा मुश्किल है तो आई होप तू कर पाए क्योंकि जिंदगी में सबको मजे लेने की मतलब हक तो है जो तेरा डिसीजन है उसको लेने का तेरा ही हक है कर भाई मैं तो कहता हूँ कर
मैं तो कहता सब कुछ कर भाई, मुझे रियलाइज हुआ तो कर भाई ऐस किया कर, बस बाकी चीजें में इफेक्ट मत होने दियो। पढ़ाई कर अच्छी तरह, ये करना ये भी कर अच्छी तरह ऐस किया, बस इसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज याद रखिए। अगर कुछ हो गया तो फिर झेल पाइयो, कोई हो गया तो कोई बात नहीं, ना हो गया तो कोई बात नहीं, हाँ हो गया तो कोई बात नहीं, हाँ हो गया तो निभाओ भाई पूरा, ना हो गया तो चल मूव ऑन, फिर दोबारा मजा करो लाइफ में। आई फील लाइक यूनिवर्स इज लाइक मदर। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे हमारी मम्मी है ना, वैसे सेम हमारा जो लाइफ है ना, वैसे वो भी एक तरह का मम्मी है, मदर है, मदर हमें पाल रही है वो। और हम गुस्सा होके, उदास होके उसे एक तरह का डिसरिस्पेक्ट करते हैं। लाइक अगर सपोज हमारे साथ मम्मी गुस्सा हो जाते हैं कहीं, तो हम उसे प्यार करना थोड़ा छोड़ देते हैं, स्टिल लव। हम इसी तरह एक यूनिवर्स भी हमें पाल रहा है, अपनी जगह देके, हमें सांस देके, हार्ट देके, अंदर के ऑर्गन्स देके, लाइफ में जो हो रहा है वो देके, खाना पीना देके। लाइक यू कैन नॉट बी सैड ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में, अगर तेरा जो भी होता है। बट हाँ, हम मज़े कर सकते हैं। तू मार, प्रपोज मार उसे, तू सच्ची में अगर प्यार करता है तो अच्छी बात है, और अच्छा रहे, अच्छा बन के रहे, सब सही है। पर अगर ना हो जाती कोई बात नहीं, मूव ऑन है। लाइफ बहुत बड़ी है, बहुत कुछ एंजॉय करने को है, नहीं? ये इससे खेला ही नहीं आता देखो।
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. What are they thinking here? Fires off in overdrive.
इससे तो लड़ ही नहीं पा रहा मैं कुछ भी।
Nails the anti-air. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Burnout is triggered.
तो मियां से देखा पड़ेगा इंटरेस्ट। मुश्किल कुछ भी नहीं है भाई, बस उस चीज को टैकल करना आ जाना चाहिए। श्योर, हाँ वो भी ठीक है, बस टैकल कर लियो। अगर कुछ हो जाता है तो अच्छी तरह करियो, मतलब उसको ऐसा वो मत लियो। अबे यार ये कैसे हो गया, ये कैसे हो गया?
Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
जीत नहीं सकते भाई मियां से, तो क्या कैरेक्टर है ये, कैसे खेले ऐसे भाई?
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
देखना पड़ेगा इसका वीडियो भी।
Back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Projectile to try and change the situation.
सांग भी नहीं मार सकते, weird है।
Takes them all the way to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defense. Triggers the super and is looking to put this out of reach. Their life is looking critical. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1
उसे मारी जा रही है, मारी जा रही है, ठीक है।
Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nice Manegoro. Getting those throws, all experiencing burnout. Big opportunity coming. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Tries to act quickly.
यार ये पीछे को मुड़ गया तो पूरा वही कॉम्बो का वही चेंज हो गया, यही चेंज हो गया। पता है क्या मारा, क्या लग गया। बस है जो होगा अच्छे के लिए होगा, उसमें मेरा भी लाइव होगा। गुड, सही है। फिर आप तैयार हो, फेस कीजिए अपना फ्यूचर। आप तैयार हो गए भाई, फेस कीजिए अपना फ्यूचर। Here we go. ये गेम थोड़ी है कि हैक कर लगा के इजी कर लो, एक्चुअली गेम है लाइफ, गेम की तरह देख ले। अगर गेम की तरह देखेगा तो शायद मे बी इजी पड़े लाइफ।
लीला है ये, लीला रे पगले, लीला है भाई ये, लीला प्रभु की लीला बहुत गजब है, कुछ समझ है तो कुछ अजब है।
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do it. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shows the overhead. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. All right. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on the big play does it. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
बड़ी देर में आया भगवान का नाम लेके। अरे वाह, पहले क्यों नहीं लिया?
Needs to use the threat of the corner here. Still slugging it out at this range.
Nice.
Breaks the block with a throw. What'll
भाई
happen here?
भाई इसमें हाँ मैं तो ग्रैबर ही हूँ भाई।
Big throws.
I like the grabber.
Knockdown and G-guard kick for a mix-up. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Ooh, you never know. Drops them from the air. Throws them from above. No! Oh, they got him.
ये हार गए भाई। जो भी फाइटिंग गेम मिलेगी अपुन बनेगा ग्रैबर। अपुन को नहीं बताइए, अपुन को ग्रैबर पसंद है भाई। बाकी सब कैरेक्टर मेरे को बोरिंग लगते हैं यार। ये
What's next? Gets the jump in. Burnout is triggered. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The jump in is denied. That drive impact is blocked. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Whips the throw. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Just out of range for that throw. Throws him to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Quick dash it. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? No life left. They gotta mind the drive difference too. Finishes them with a drive impact. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Shows the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. From there, the hit throw connects. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Throw missed. Player crowns him from above. Manage low heavy, but no go. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Medium kick. This unleashes some big damage. Who's gonna take it? Okay, here we go. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? What a finish!
यार ये क्यों मारा मैंने? What am I doing, boy?
They put on a real clinic.
Wait. My bad.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. No more drive gauge. Goes for the command grab. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws him down. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is a real back and forth match for City. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nice Manes Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps up, experiencing burnout.
Spam कर दिया इसने तो.
Empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation.
Spam तो it's staple man. Nothing we can do.
This is the final round.
Need to learn the spam that is. मेरे पास वो नहीं था इस time.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. These throws are lethal now. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Player two can't.
मैंने spam कर दिया अब throw.
Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at perfectly executed.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. इससे की चार्ज नहीं होता. इससे नहीं होता की चार्ज. की चार्ज है मैन. मारीफा. कितने बंदे मिलते हैं इस गेम में? बहुत बंदे मिलते हैं इस गेम में. मजा ही आ जाता है. स्लो डैमेज तो काफी ज्यादा है. हाँ वो स्टार्टिंग में ज्यादा है फिर बाद में कम हो जाता है. तो हाँ तो स्टार्टिंग में कम में बाद में ज्यादा होता है सब.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump in.
यार मैं एंटायर नहीं कर पाया. Shit.
Player two has completely.
और मैं punish भी नहीं कर पाया. Yeah.
Player two picks up the first round.
Easy था ये मैच. मैं जीत सकता था.
Shows the medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here?
अबे यार कॉम्बो नहीं लगे.
Still scrapping for control of the space. Player two hits him with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see.
There's no way मैं जीतता हूँ. I've got only 3 medals.
They must have a game plan here with a quick. That's gonna leave him rattled. Was hungry for the grab. Life lead is. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player one has depleted their drive gauge.
Oh nice yeah.
Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Okay.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Still slugging it out here. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? All right, what's coming up? KO.
Every punch मारेगा आके.
Player two
Is there a way to counter it? I could.
What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Flashes him. Life lead is there, but still any big time win. Solid anti-air gets the counter hit for the win.
खेल रहा है बंदा तो.
So good at whiff punishes. Player two
Not bad.
brings it home.
ताकि अब दोनों बेकरार हो जाएं. रोके ना रुके इस क्या अक्षर हो जाए ना. तुम रो रहो ना हम रहेल कदर आ इस जहान के पार हो जाएं. कौन सा लैंग्वेज बोल दिया? ये तो बड़ी मुश्किल बोल दिया. तो कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है. Oh, Manon. Finally, a Manon player. Let's see who is the better Manon.
This is a mirror match,
Well,
which means it's not
according
just
to rank,
about
I
the
am the
win,
better Manoj.
but about your pride as a player
But we'll
too.
see.
This is a must-win fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
अबे यार,
Nothing but air for the impact. Box him with a target counter. Big counter. Player one chases them down. KO. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Jumps in. Grabs and throws them away. This may be it. Decides to meet them in the air. The fighters return to the middle of the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Manes Juarez for the long game return. Their spacing is so on. That's gonna leave him rattled. Gutsy play with the grab. Flatline zone.
apparently
Comes
I
away with the win.
am the better Manoj. Why would you quit, man? 4 बार आ रहे थे इसके साथ मेरे. Why would he quit there? Cheating है रे. काश मेरे पास हेडफोन अच्छा होता है ना, मैं लेजर के लिए एक मस्त गाना गाता. तो एकदम लेजर के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. क्या है ना, ये PS5 की रिमोट की वो अच्छी नहीं है आवाज. और तब मेरी अच्छी है, बट इसकी तो इससे तो और ही बेकार जाती है. स्पैम कर दिया कि
You
क्विट
better
कर
have your
दिया.
Sundays bet on because it's time for business.
स्पैमिंग गेम है, स्पैमिंग. अपने मूव चलाओ, स्पैम करो. जीजी
What they
मैन.
try to do here in the first round. Definitely shuts out the jump in.
ओए
Any
जल्दी खत्म भी हो
plays
गया.
early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What is he thinking here? Nice Manes Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They're trading attacks. KO! Player two takes the round.
दो ग्रैपलर हो रहे हैं, but who will win? The one. 360 पाउंड, पता है कितने पाउंड के बंदा?
Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Not shy with the grab. Still very early in the round. Super on depth for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
चलो एटलीस्ट कुछ निकला इसका.
Uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around here. Player one might have just shifted this round into high gear. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This can lead to some big damage. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Medium kick.
अच्छा.
Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Stick to the combo.
Nice.
Player two blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Nice Manes Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. Gets him.
Okay.
Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overhead. Hits with the overhead. Double lariat and now headbutt. headbutt. Looking to plant him with a pile drive.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Plant burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. From upstairs. Burnout activates.
I'm dead.
Goes for the jackhammer off the side. In there.
अपने सुपर यूज कर लेता था बढ़िया. Okay.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
It will be like
Sees the overhead coming. Hits him with a stopping fight. Manej Guare for the long game return. Jump! Reads the jump in perfectly. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Great headbutt. Big time flip.
एक बार तो पकड़ा जाएगा.
Super Art do anything? What were they thinking? Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out.
अबे यार. छी क्या कर रहा हूँ? छी.
Has gotta be feeling good.
I had it.
Getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Burnout is triggered. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Not shy with the grab. Knockdown. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? KO!
ये jump कैसे हो गया भाई ये बता. Hell was that?
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stopping power. Nice Manej Guare. Getting those throws all pumped up. Will this super art connect? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Was hungry for the grab. What'll happen here? Player brushes that off and keeps going. Nice double Larry. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. Great headbutt. Blocks the low kick. The next punch may decide this round.
Jesus.
This is
कहाँ से
a
कम
bad
लगा?
situation to pick. That's how you close it out. What a beast! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starts things off with a jump in. Who's going to steal this win? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. That's gonna leave them rattled.
What's up, Yota bhai?
Pull the trigger on their super art. The overhead denied. Player finds the target. What now? Oh, yo! Rock over here. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Prioritizing the nothing stops this train. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 2 still has the chance when it's controlled.
अच्छा है. हाँ ठीक चल रहा है.
You're gonna get in a fight.
ठीक ठाक ठीक ठाक.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Throw. Misses. Life lead opens up. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their... Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 on the board first with a win. He'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Safely increases their throw level. The throw whiffs. Grabs and throws them away. A quick breather. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner. Experiencing burnout. From there,
खैर है मेरे मस्त तो ग्रैपलर है obviously.
last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. G-right kick for a mix-up. Overhead tag. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. What now? Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Meets them air to air. Does G-right? Here comes the boom. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Perfectly planned. Perfectly executed. Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. From low heavy to shorter you can. Oh, punish counter. This
यही है रियो कैन वगैरह ही है वो भी हो सकता है अपना.
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Burnout is triggered. Player one is maintaining the smart choice to use that attack to do chip
This guy is
damage
fucking
and
good,
get the KO to take the round. Player
I need to play game.
one on the board first with the win. He'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Hit them with a stop and bop. Oh, burnout
Let's get
triggered.
GG.
It's a good spot to use the super.
हाँ बैट में खेल रहा
Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. They're not dead. This fight bends it on the fireball.
Escreve um livro.
Player one just posterized their opponent.
पड़ा है मेरे पास हिटबॉक्स पर भी अभी उसमें खेला नहीं मैंने अभी इतना फोकस भी नहीं है स्ट्रीट फाइटर में तो ऐसे ही खेलता हूँ थोड़ा बहुत डिफेंड में पैड तो वैसे ही खराब हो जाता है स्ट्रीट फाइटर. हाँ
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shows the overhead. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. All right. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown KO. Player two.
क्या करूँ इसमें भाई मैं इस गेम में कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते लाइक साला एक रॉन्ग हूँ गेम खत्म.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner use. How will they manage their drive gauges? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. A quick breather. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. How will they utilize this? Burnout activates.
50-50 guessing की मार्केट है
For super arm.
ये गेम पूरी.
Pulls out the
50-50 24 घंटे 50-50 देखना होगा.
Never get tired of seeing
डिलीट टैग
this.
करके तो फायदा नहीं.
Here it comes. Player one has a full overhead. Player two can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Medium kick. A fireball at that range. Player two gets the win in a
हाँ, वो
convincing
तो है.
fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Big counter. Lots of aggression from both sides. Nice, Manesdore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Knockdown. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Charges forward. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting them wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick hits. Spinning bird kick. Hits them with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Rattles them with a spinning. Looking to impress with this sweeper. Yo, are they actually dead? Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Yeah, nice.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Okay, woman.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him down. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Oh. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. A super art? Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Both fighters got a roll of KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well-timed command throw there. All right. Gets a chance with that jump in. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Taking stock. The jump-in is not experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Takes in the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Transverse. The hit throw connects. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Grabs and throws him away. Tries to catch him out with the arch burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gutsy play with KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Drives it back, misses. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. That's gonna leave them rattled. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting clutch anti-air. But this can lead to some big damage. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? What a finish!
Woo!
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Walters in there and sweeps them off their feet. From up above. Still slugging it out here. Well-timed command program. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Nice Maresdore, getting those throws all pumped up. In a dire situation. Burnout activates. Big opportunity coming. Player Burnout in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. With the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent, and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Genius read. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. This can lead to some big damage. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Both fighters, big time whip. Dangerous range here. A real test of nerves here. Oh, they got him. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Clutch anti-air. Jumps up, crowns him from above. Here comes the corner pressure. That's gonna leave him rattled. Gutsy play with the grab. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Jump. This can lead to some big damage. They were sitting on their meter for this super arm. Goes out of sight. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win.